Hey everybody, welcome to Freeway Films, where I talk about movies on my way to work. On today's episode, Interstellar. Isn't Interstellar just a freaking great movie? Chris Nolan, you've done it again! And he does such a great job of seamlessly combining, science fiction with the cerebral feel, and I mean, the charisma of Matthew McConaughey is also a plus. But really, all the effort goes to Christopher Nolan. He's one of the best. The best parts of this movie are the ones that make you think. How love connects us, how fragile our world is, how we take relativity for granted. It did a great job of selling all those points. It was fantastic. Selling it? That's an understatement. That part where Matthew McConaughey cried, when he was crying after being on that planet that, took, for being an hour on the planet, it took 21, 27, some crazy amount of years away from his life. He was only gone for an hour? And he cried? So did I. It wasn't even like a normal cry. It was like a pitiful, like sad sob of a cry. Matthew! I feel you, man! I feel you! Like that. As great as a movie as it is, I did have a few nitpicks. For instance, the ice clouds? That doesn't make sense. And for a movie that was so often citing gravity and how gravity affects time, and then also citing the laws of physics, those clouds certainly didn't seem to mind any of those laws at all. It was a great visual, though. It really sold the point of how cold that planet was. So they definitely should have fell. Them some lightweight magic floating clouds, magic ice. The movie also left me wanting more in terms of exposition. Like, how did they get to where they were? Like, why didn't they see, the blight virus killing all the corn or whatever? And why did they decide to say that the moon landing was fake as a society as a whole? They just were like, yeah, that didn't happen. I really would have liked that. I like it when science fiction slaps me in the face. It did a great job of implying all of those things and how we got to this point, but I would have liked a little bit deeper dive. But, and obviously the nitpicks certainly don't make it from being a beautiful piece of cinema. Like, when we saw Saturn on the big screen, when we saw the wormhole, and then it went through the thing, and she was like, whoa, like wanting to touch her hand on the thing. And then just Gargantua was a beautiful thing to look at. All the planets were beautiful. The whole movie is just really great to look at. So seeing it on the big screen, if you missed it, you should probably regret it. It's kind of like missing the Grand Canyon. It's like, man, the Grand Canyon's beautiful. Wow. You should definitely see the Grand Canyon at least once in your life. That's kind of how it feels watching Interstellar. You should definitely see it once, if not just to see how beautiful it is. You know what I mean? So obviously, if you haven't seen the movie yet, you totally should. And if you missed it in theaters, that's too bad. Probably won't go back. Maybe it will. It's Christopher Nolan. But yeah, you should regret not seeing it in theaters. Totally worth it. And because of the size of space, how it's infinitely big, a big screen certainly would have helped suck you into that space. Pun intended. Anyways, Interstellar. Have you seen it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know, and please subscribe for more great content every single week.